I'm Joel Bomgar, the founder and CEO of Bomgar Corporation. I'm also chairman of the advocacy group, Better Education for Mississippi. This advocacy group is a coalition of 22 leading business people from around the state of Mississippi. And these individuals behind me are a subset of that group of 22 leaders that have chosen to join today for this initiative. First, let me make one thing clear. None of us have any financial interest in bringing charter schools to the state of Mississippi. We are here because we believe in the future of Mississippi, and we believe that education can be better in our state. That is the only reason we're here, and that is the reason we joined together. It's because of the families and the children of our state. We believe, and each of these individuals believe as well, that great things are in store for Mississippi, but it will require bold action, and specifically in the case of public education. As it relates to education, for decades our system has shuffled and reshuffled children through a public education system that is short on accountability, choice, and innovation. As a result, many of our children receive an education that simply does not prepare them for life. Mississippians are fed up with the dismal results and want meaningful change now. How do we go about that meaningful change? Well, in December, this group of business leaders commissioned a scientific poll of more than 2,500 Mississippians to determine exactly Mississippians' views on charter schools. Here is what we found, and the survey results are available today as well in this document. First off, nearly 70% of Mississippians support bringing charter schools to our state. That is an overwhelming majority. Broad support for charter schools exists even in areas with some of our state's best schools. For example, in DeSoto County, 66% of voters support bringing charter schools to our state. In Rankin County, 70% of voters support bringing charter schools to our state. And more importantly, of the entire poll sample, 65% of Mississippians believe we should, and I quote, allow charter schools to be formed in any school district. What these results tell us is that an overwhelming number of Mississippians agree that our children's future and our state's future cannot be left to a government-run monopoly that has for years returned some of the nation's poorest results. Our children deserve far better than the nation's worst ACT scores, number 50 out of 50 states. Our communities cannot thrive when nearly 80% of our fourth graders cannot read proficiently. And to be clear, we are not talking about just a few bad districts in our state. The problem and the challenge is statewide. Even Mississippi schools districts rated as a B or a C, in those B and C districts, there are nearly 50,000 children that are in D and F rated schools. To put it another way, even in our state's better school districts, nearly 50,000 children are attending schools that are ranked a D or worse. The cycle of failure must end, and to go about it is going to require significant reform, and doing that significant reform immediately. This group of business leaders with me today are not just interested in more incremental change, and neither are the Mississippi families, and we know that from poll results. We cannot wait another day to improve the education environment of our state's children at all levels and in all places, from the gifted children to the struggling children. The Mississippi legislature should act in the 2013 session to provide every student statewide an opportunity for success. Beginning now, each Mississippi family must be empowered to choose the school and the education they believe best meets the needs of their children. These children are soon to become our workforce, our local leaders, and will shape the culture and community in which we live and serve. If they are not prepared for life because of a failed education, our state's families and our children will suffer because of it. Just like Mississippi families, we know as business people that accountability leads to success. In our world, if something isn't working, we have to change it, or our customers have the choice to take their business elsewhere. To foster a culture of success in our children's education, we need that same accountability in our public education system. Today, we as the state's business leaders call on the state legislature to pass, in this session, a charter school bill that does two things. One, it enables the creation of public charter schools any place in Mississippi where Mississippi's families demand them. And we know from survey results that is everywhere, statewide. And second, to create an authorizing board, independent of the state's Board of Education, to oversee the creation and performance of Mississippi's public charter schools. Let's give our children a chance to achieve their dreams. Let's give them success. And by success, we don't mean just incremental improvement of where they already are. We're not just trying to get off the bottom. Success means giving our kids, no matter where they live, an education that is among the best in the nation. When we have accomplished that, and only that, should we be satisfied as Mississippians with the public education system of our state. We are delivering today a letter to our state legislators, every senator and congressman, a letter calling for these two things and outlining the situation we face in Mississippi. That is available for you today, and it will be on the desks of every legislator in the House and Senate by the end of today. And we are also delivering a copy of this to many prominent business leaders around our state, in addition to our